Hello, racing gamers, and welcome back to BombersportsPlays NASCAR Heat Evolution Career Mode. And do you remember how frustrating Kentucky was? How can I put it in this? Well, you'll see. You'll see. We're here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Do you remember how shite we were at Phoenix, which is the other flat short track? Were you expecting us to be better here? Well, in the words of Wade Barrett, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. As we started here, I didn't even bother qualifying in the end because I was just getting run over. And we're into turn one, already wrecking loose, and yeah. Yep. It's another one of those races where the car is undrivably shit. And more to the point, this is kind of the race that has made me lose patience with NASCAR Heat Evolution Career Mode. And that may sound a little bit petulant, but I'll explain why in this video. Meantime, let's just try and survive this race in a car that can't decide if it's wrecking loose or wrecking tight. We've heard that quite a few times in this series, haven't we? Although, have I just accidentally found a line that works for this car? Yes, apparently. Who knew that the semi-fastest line around New Hampshire was right up against the wall? It's the Kyle Larson line. I may as well actually be wall riding at this point. And considering how shite my car is, it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, similar... Oh god, and the brakes. Don't talk to me about the pissing brakes. Yeah, this is a problem we've had multiple times in this series. I've moaned about it before. Pocono was probably the worst one for this. Kentucky was pretty bad as well. Like, just poor handling career mode cars, and I've said it time and again. Like, I appreciate what they're trying to do in making the cars, you know, if you've got poor cars, you know, there's a reason why the smaller teams in the Sprint Cup Series, most of the cautions and self-spins and wrecks are from those cars. It's because they're not as good as the front-running cars. They don't handle as well, they're not as powerful, so they're not as easy to drive. But on the other hand, I have found... Look at this! I'm just going to roam around here all day. I'm actually catching the field. I am actually catching the field, and given I'm still on the lead lap, I don't think they're rubber banding. I think the rubber banding only triggers when there's like a caution and it like resets, like, oh, where is the humanoid driver? Oh, he's 2 laps down. Let's slow to 55 miles an hour. Let's basically hit the pit limiter button. Oh, he's on the same lap as us. Okay, let's go full speed. So I clearly have found a line that works for now, apparently. Not that I could do that in practice, because this is one of many, like, the theme of this video is basically me saying the career mode is fun, but there's a lot of little issues that are now piling up to the point that it's starting to kind of chip away at my enjoyment of doing career mode. Like, you know, I like this game a lot. I was the one that was, like, in the early days when everyone was just raining hate down, or was just, like, just shitting in an arc on this game, just throwing shit at this game, just shitting on it from great heights, just evacuating explosive diarrhea onto this game. And I was the guy who was like, no, you're being way too harsh, this game's good, it's a solid core game, it's not worth full price. Incidentally, I have seen reports that it has been dropping to below $40. It's been around, I think on the Black Friday weekend, or maybe over Christmas, it was down to around like $35 over Black Friday weekend, and maybe it'll be around that price for Christmas. If it's around that price, honestly, it's kind of worth it. Some things I'm going to say in this video probably will hurt its perception, but I said all along it's a $30 game, and with the additional like content they patched in, as we are now catching up to the field. We've just passed Chris Buescher. We've just passed Greg Biffle whilst running a line that no one's ever ran at New Hampshire before. No wonder Greg Biffle quit Roush Racing. Wow, holy shit, that team are bad. I'm now on the outside of Michael Annette, my best mate. As in the guy I always managed to plough into. Oh, it's Ryan Ellis. Oh, hi Ryan. I hope you've forgotten what happened at Kentucky. Wow, Brad Keselowski, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Brad, what are you doing here? Sound like Vinnie Jones up in here. And it's Bob, my spotter, who's similarly rubbish here. So this just entire combo is not working very well at the moment. The entire combination on this team is currently running 34th and 35th, although someone has wrecked. But that's no giveaway. A caution has happened. Apparently David Hoot's just like, yeah, you want to accuse you of not putting caution? Oh, there's a caution for you. Early on, bam. What for? Reasons. So, yeah. At the moment, the car is unbearably loose, like I can barely turn the wheel. So we're trying to balance that out here. But like, on the point I was making before, and we're pitting because we may as well, we're still right at the back, and our car handles like an absolute piece of Ebola. Just a stick comprised of nothing but the Ebola virus. That is our car right now. Our car is powered by pure Ebola. Anyway, so this is what I was talking about earlier, like, just the... still running the mile high line. Hey, Kyle! Hey, Larson! I'm stealing your line, buddy! And it's working. They're going 3 wide in front of us. Oh, that's not going to work. No, cheers, Mike. Although, to be honest, I don't really blame him for that. Actually, I do, because I'm ramming him down the back street. I'm in that sort of mood right now. I've got no time for anyone's shit. Especially after Kentucky and how wank that race was for us. Oh, hello. Hang on. Do you see him? Do you see who's just in front of us? Well, Greg Biff will be mediocre again, but that's no surprise. Well, who's in front of him? It's another Roush car, and it's car number 6, so you know what that means. Greg, what the fuck are you doing? Greg nearly just wrecked us in a straight line. What are you doing? Like, seriously, get fucked. Just because I'm mocking you for having a poor 2016 because your career at Roush is going down the toilet, as is that entire team by the look of it. So, here we go. 3, 2... Oh, he's gone.
Still there?
No, you need to get... Oh. Well, somebody doesn't want... No, there it is. 3, 2, 1... Hellebane! Oh, God. One of these days, I'm just going to blow my throat, like, blow my voice out. I'm just going to be like, Hellebane! And I'm just going to end up sounding like that penguin from Toy Story 2. We've lost a squeaker! I have sounded like that quite a few times, mainly after nights out with a lot of dancing and singing and alcohol in, which happens semi-regularly in my life. Anyway, so, there's the Bane train. There he is. I envy him. His car's not very fast, but it just handles well-ish. AJ Allmendinger, once again, why has no one in the game fixed you to patch you? Like, why? At this point, I'm on suicide watch for your avatar in this game. I'm probably going to be on suicide watch as well, because I'm still having to drive this absolute pile of wanking Ebola. Who knew that Ebola could masturbate? Apparently you know now. Because that's how bad the car is. It's now making me make up swear. Oh, God. Like, there are so many issues, I don't even know where to begin with the handling of the car, but it's all issues that have come up time and again throughout the series, and this just goes back to the point I was making earlier. Like, I appreciate we're a crap team, we're a low-budget team. I'm not expecting our cars to handle particularly well or be very good at all, but, like, they are undrivably bad at times, and maybe this is just me not being a great sim racer. Like, I play a lot of sim racing games. I'm not a very good sim racer, I'm very much casual. I have a wheel. That's about it. I'm not hugely technically minded. I'm not, like, savvy. I'm not, like... Any online racing I've done before, I've normally been last. So, I'm fully aware that I'm more of the casual end of the sim racing community. You know what I mean? Like, I don't run online at all most of the time. And whenever I have, like... It tells you all you need to know that I actually submitted an application to be in X-Matty-G's F1 noob journey. And, wasn't accepted. So, I was so much of a noob that apparently I couldn't even make it into the noob journey. Although, having seen, to be fair, no, I'm going to take that joke back. I'm the king of self-deprecating humour. I'm not as bad as some of the people in the noob journey. I would like to point that out now. In before some people start nagging Matt and Noble to be like, oh, put Bomber Sports in the league. He thinks he's better than most of the guys in the noob journey. And then I'm in there and I'm not. Anyway, there's the very attractive Eric Jones NASCAR Heat Evolution car. Oh, no, it's just a GameStop car. It looks pretty good. Oh, God. Oh, now Landon Castle's trying to wreck us. So, yeah, I appreciate that maybe it's just because I'm not that great a sim racer. And, oh, God, now it's ploughing tight. But, see, we just keep coming back to this. The cars are almost undrivably bad. And what's worse is that, like, here's the biggest problem. I sound like Rick Allen. They're problems. It's just every corner at this track. Oh, and now brake and turn. Problems. Just ploughing towards the wall in a straight line. Well, either in a straight line or sideways. That's basically our car. It's like either... How's your car handling right now? Well, it's in the wall and sideways, or it's in the wall in a straight line. That's basically it. And that's, I think, a big issue I have. Like the cars start off handling pretty poorly. Normally, they're really, really tight up off the corner. Like, ungodly tight off the corner.
Still there?
Just tighter than a phrase that I would use, but even for me, that's going too far, so I'm not going to continue that sentence. But the problem is, you then make any sort of adjustments, and sometimes the adjustments don't even make sense. Like, the car will just continue to be shit in a very different way and at the other extreme. And you're like, I barely touched the set. What? Why? Like, right now it's just plowing tight. You saw I made some mild air pressure adjustments. Now the car's plowing tight. Earlier on in my setups, and another issue in career mode is when you're trying to practice and work on the car setup. Tony Stewart, what are you doing? Oh! Jesus Christ, Tony Stewart just got bored and decided to just turn left in front of Matty D. So he's having as shit a race as we are right now. Although we're up to 24th, it doesn't feel like it. Our car is that wank. And it's still ploughing, oh my god. But like, yeah, in practice, an issue I kept having was, we're going side by side with Regan Smith, this can only end well. A problem I kept having was in practice, and please tell me in the comments below if you've had this thing as well. In career mode practice, does the AI drive like you're not there? Like, honestly, the amount of times I've just been going down the straightaway, and then a car's come up behind me because everyone does 20 miles an hour faster than you because your engines are, you know, used hamster wheels in comparison. And then they'll just plow into you. Like, they won't stop, they won't slow down, they'll just be like, punt, going into a corner, rammed, punt straight under the thing. Coming off pit road's the worst. You're like, well, I'm going to roll off pit road now, into practice. Oh no, I can't go that fast on pit road because I'll spin out. I'm just going to slow down, and I've been ploughed straight into the wall. I've made it 100 yards onto the pissing track, and someone's just ploughed me because apparently they can do like freakish, they're like on rails coming out of pits. So, very weird, I don't understand what's up with that. So that doesn't help when you're trying to work on setup. Everyone's faster than you, and no one gives a fuck that you're even there. Some of the things that happened when I was trying to work on the setup in practice, once again, tried to put a setup on. Knee Pit Gaming is the channel. I finally remember who he is now. Great guy, great setups. They just don't work in career mode because, as I say, nothing seems to work in career mode. Like, maybe it's just me not being able to figure out the right setups, but it just feels like whatever setup I make, it just makes the car even worse. Sometimes for no logical reason. Like, to start out, the default setup here in career mode, the top gear is really, really low. Like, you start out at like 5,500 RPM, and you're like, and I'm like, well, our car's really slow in a straight line anyway. This can't help. So I was like, well, bang the final gear ratio up a bit. No, not the final gear, the fourth gear ratio up, shorten that, make it so it's a quicker shift, you know. It redlines out quicker. Well, it even gets to the red line. I don't think it went anywhere near 7,000 RPM in the original state. At that point, the car was wrecking tight. I then made that change to the gearing. The car suddenly became undrivably loose, like you saw at the start of the video. The sort of loose where, like, I can turn the wheel like 2 degrees on turn-in, and the car's sideways and wrecking. Like, literally undrivable. Literally undrivable. And you've seen me in these games. I'm not crap at racing games. Like, I'm not the greatest sim racer, but I'm not crap. I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. No, seriously. But, like, it's just undrivably bad. And, like I say, just any kind of setup change you try and make to it. You take a big swing at it, it makes the car handle the same or worse the other way. Slight changes makes the car handle completely differently. Like, brake bias, like, the car started to, like, lock up and move a lot under braking, and that got the car loose on entry. So now, like, I had to try and move it towards the back of the car, but that made it worse for some reason when I'm like, no, it's supposed to make it better.
All clear.
Like, the whole point, if you move the brake bias back or reduce the bias, like, it does the grip, I don't know. Like, and that's my ultimate problem right now with career mode. And, like, when you factor in other issues, we're actually having quite an entertaining battle here with X-Matty D and Eric Jones. I keep wanting to call him Matt Tiff for some reason, I don't know why. He's been Eric Jones the entire series. He probably just sees me as the reincarnation of Cole Witt at this point. Oh, that's a big dive bomb. That's come out of nowhere. Oh, cheers. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, my car's handling shit already, and then you plow me out of nowhere. Like, you know what? I'm so done. I'm just so done right now. You want to roll with me, do you? You want to roll with me, Eric Jones?
Stay low.
Yeah.
Still there?
What I say to that is, get wrecked, mate. Get wrecked, M9. I am in the mood for no shit out here today, and technically it's a short track, so... haha, time for carnage. Well, not too much carnage yet, but with the sort of mood I'm in, having to drive this absolute piece of shit of a car, I'm not in the mood for any games at the moment. We ain't here to play no games, as Enzo Amore would say. And this car, I'm thinking of a joke involving Swaft. I'll get back to you on that one. But, oh God. Like, does this car want to make up its mind if it's wrecking tight or wrecking loose? Like, I think on corner entry, it's like, touch the steering wheel, wrecking loose. And then you're like, oh no, okay, straighten up. Wrecking tight now, I'm going to go straight in the wall. And it's just no fun to drive. It's absolutely no fun. Like, and it's not a problem with the physics of the game, because I know the physics of the game. I've played plenty of single player, you know, and there's been races in career mode where the car's actually handled okay, or either that or the AI's just been biblically slow and we've been competitive. But, like, the difference between the same, like, oh Christ, you can run the same setup in single player, like single race or championship season or something. You can run the same setup in single player and then in career mode, and it will handle two completely different ways. Like, in single player, it'll be alright, and then you'll get to career mode, and it'll just be wrecking out whenever you, like, even look at the steering wheel. Like, just literally, like, you just have the thought in your mind of, like, now might be a good time to turn. I'm backwards in the wall. How did that happen? Oh, God, I'm now running the David landline.
Still there?
Landline! Hey! That was a funny joke. Laugh at my joke, please, because I'm dying on the inside. Anyway. Sorry, I just became Danny Brennan for a second. Love you, Danny, if you're watching. Love you, man. This is all going back to the fact that he spotted me still singing. I'm not coming on pit road, you doofus. This is all down to the fact that Danny noticed that I accidentally left in the part where I sang my own outro in last week's episode. Oh my God. I'm now so slow that literally I'm being run over by Eric Jones and Matt DiBenedetto. That's when you know you've just got to reevaluate some of your life choices here. All of my life choices right now. Oh, God. Oh, X-Mac D, do you want to get wrecked? Do you want to? Like, we've been friendly so far.
Still there?
Oh, God. We've been kind of like Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho so far this series, although not good. Like, not winning any championship. We're more like, I don't know, Heath Slater and Rhino. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, actually. Heath Slater and Rhino. We've won races to earn ourselves NASCAR contracts, and that's about it. Anyway, another caution's out. It was mid-pit cycle, so we're actually up in the top 10 now, which won't last long. So we're going to make some adjustments in the vain hope of trying to make this car not tight, but also at the same time not loose. So basically we're aiming towards an overall goal of not shit, which is, at this point, I'm assuming impossible, but it remains to be seen. So at this point in time, I'm kind of, like, there's been way too many races where the car is handling so bad that it's just no fun. Like, why do you think I've started playing Project Cars? I mean, that game has its own issues, but so far, just knowing that I'm jumping in the game and the car's going to handle fun and it's going to be really enjoyable to drive. Like, one of my favourite things to do when I'm not recording gameplay, you know, when I'm just playing games for fun, is to go into Project Cars, fire up the Ford Mustang Trans Am from that game, and just do some laps of, like, Road America or something. As a hot lapping simulator, it's amazing. But even then, if you put it in a big race with loads of different multi-class cars, that Mustang, man, holy shit, that is a fun car to drive. It is so fun. The closest comparison I can think of is it's kind of like the NASCAR expansion pack for Forza Motorsport 6. Handles kind of similar to that, but a bit wider, so it has a more of a... Oh, God. Why? Yeah, the car's wrecking loose again. Joy. Just the kind of window for... Martin Truex, you're a lap down, mate. Why are you trying to wreck me? Is he a lap? Yes, he is a lap down. Oh, God, I'm against him from Michael in there as well. Oh, fuck it. Well, good to know that was a caution. Hey, David Hoots, are you awake? Plows David Reagan. Caution, put it down, put it out. Fuck me, he actually was. My goodness me. But, as you can see, the car's getting no better. I'm sort of somewhere between, like, if I make that adjustment, it just makes the car more of that, and I know it's just going to be more shit in that direction. Like, there's no... It's like a sliding scale of shit. There is no centre point where the car's good. There's just shit one way, shit the other, see which one gets filled first. It's kind of like politics in that respect. Especially the two-party system. It's very much like that, in fact. So basically, my car is handling either Clinton or Trump. I'm not sure which is worse, which is not realistic. Trump was far worse, but... yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. My car's like the political spectrum. There's shit all along it, really. And there is a happy medium somewhere, but no one can find it. So, this video got dark very quickly, didn't it? Let's lighten the mood by wrecking someone. Oh, I'm wrecking my own stuff. I've wrecked myself. I've wrecked myself. I've wrecked myself off. And, well, at least we'll get a caution out of it. Won't we, David Hoots? Won't we, David Hoots? Won't we? Never mind, I'm just going to sit here and park in the middle of the track and sip my tea and protest. Oh my god, that's a good mug of tea. Man, I needed a good mug of tea for this episode, and I've made myself one.
Turn 3.
I'm sorry, did Bobby Labonte just legitimately say there's trouble in turn 3? Yes, Bobby Labonte, there is trouble in turn 3. Number 1, it's me! And number 2, do you want to tell David Hoots that?
Car high.
Now, you know what, I've just lost it. I've had enough. I'm now just wrecking the leaders in protest. They were all managing to avoid me quite well, I've got to say. They're all trying to dodge. Oh, no, here we go. There we go. Oh, God, Chase Elliott's fucked. Sorry, not sorry. And now there's a caution! He's finally found the caution! Where the fuck was that? 45 seconds to go. And neatly, that kind of encapsulates another issue with career mode that's really starting to get on my tits, which is the shitty caution detection. Like, wasn't there a patch really, like the last patch? Wasn't that supposed to have improved that? Fucked if I know, because it hasn't. From where I'm standing, it totally hasn't. I don't know if it has for other people. We've wrecked in a straight line because I've just lost the will to live at this point. So that's another issue that's affecting this career mode. It's just, I think at this point I've just given up. I'm just like, I've had enough. After all the shit at Kentucky, I've lost it. He's lost it. He's lost his mind. Someone get that guy off the track. He needs to be DQ'd immediately. Actually, did we just gain a lap back just by causing a wreck? Yeah, we did, because we fell a lap down. Oh, God. Sorry, Danica. Not sorry. Is that going to be a caution?
Car low.
Is that going to... It's not a caution. Half the field boarded up behind me, and it's not a caution. Apparently. Oh, no, we are still a lap down. Okay. But yeah, we are now witnessing some of the other issues that are making me lose patience with career... making me lose patience with career mode and just plow random people. It's like I'm on some sort of killing frenzy in GTA. Drive-by shooting. I'm just driving along with an Uzi out the window. I've put the window net down. I've got my Uzi out the window. I've just lost it at this point. I've lost my mind. It's just a rampage at this point. God. Oh, dearie me. No one is safe. No one is safe in this wreckfest, including Casey Mears. I'm sorry you've lost your ride, buddy. I'll try not to deliberately wreck you again. Oh, and also the field are now rubbernecking and rubber banding, whatever you want to use, because they're babies first in some respect. Oh, get wrecked! I'm sorry, I have a friend of mine that likes Aragon Roller because he's sponsored by bacon. And he's a man, so he likes bacon. Well, he's a human, actually. There's no need to be sexist on this. Humans like bacon. It's just a fact, really. It's a bit like saying Queen are the best band of all time. You can say someone else is the best band of all time, but you'd be wrong. My car's now overheating, apparently, probably because I've just now rammed and destroyed the radiator. Still no cautions, even though, like, someone in race control is like, yeah, you remember that time Matt Kenseth went back out there, laps down, and just pile drove Joey Logano into the wall? That's happening now, but worse. This guy's literally going into every corner and ploughing guys. It's just, oh God, it's devastation. He's wiped out McMurray now. Oh, it's wiped out the field. Do you want to actually throw a caution? He's just given up. David Hoots is on strike at this point.
Turn 1.
Yes, I'm well aware there's a wreck in turn 1, Bobby. I am in it. I am that wreck. I am the wreck. Still no caution, by the way. David Hoots is just passed out unconscious in a glass of gin. Just someone is running up to race control, like banging on the door, like... David, for fuck's sake, there's a guy on the right. Hey! Finally! Someone just ran into race control. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, David Hoots is asleep again. Just like mashing the caution button. Like, stop it. Stop this lunatic's rampage. And I got my free pass. The net result of all that is I'm actually gaining position and I get back on the lead lap. Thanks to wrecking half the field. Now everyone hates me. I'm the biggest heel in NASCAR. Cole Witt, that's for you, buddy. Everyone was hating you after you did a move that most people try to do to win races and get praised for, and then because the chase format's so stupid, it ruined two guys' entire championships and made it worthless, and then they hated you and everyone in NASCAR hated you and all that shit. So Cole, buddy, I'm taking the heat off you, man. I'm getting the X-Park heat right now. Here we go. And another good thing about these cautions is that it means that the race is going by quicker as well. Thank Christ for that. I mean, you saw me in NASCAR 07. It's not like I'm totally crap at New Hampshire given a hot... Well, I was crap at New Hampshire in that game for 3/4 of the race. Then near the end, I was like, oh, I figured this joint out. Here, it's almost like... I think this is my big issue. Hello, Bane again. Oh God, I've wiped out Reagan again. He does not like me at this point in time, and he's wrecking half the field.
Still there.
Let's see, is David Hoots asleep again? He is. He absolutely is. Get fucked. There's just like dead race cars everywhere in turns 1 and 2. Fluids down everywhere, bodywork everywhere, debris everywhere. He's just like, nope, can't see shit. Can't see no debris here. Yeah. Keep going clean and green, boys. Yeah. Wait, what is that? A Pepsi can has been thrown in the track between turns 1 and 2. Put it out, put it out.
Clear high. Car low.
Well, I'm just wrecking on my own. I'm now drifting. I think. I don't know if I'm actually drifting out of my car being shit or boredom. Probably both. I've just been on a rampage of derpiness in this race. A rampage of derpiness. Wonderful. That's when you can tell your sanity's just gone. Just destroyed for good. Let's see if we can try the David landline again. Let's call me on my landline. There we go. Oh god, Regan Smith's here again. As is Jay McMurray. He's probably going to be pissed at me. People are pissed. I'm pissed. I'm sorry, Jamie. Actually, I came off worse in that one. And guess what? Still no caution. Oh no, more wrecking over there. Well, we're still not going to have a caution.
There's trouble in.
No, we haven't. Yeah. Do you get my point now that career mode's a little bit bought? It kind of is. And this is the race which has kind of made me lose patience with career mode, which is a shame because I'm just gonna wall ride now. I don't even care. Oh fucks given. I'm actually flipping off the crowd as I'm going around as well. Actually, am I? I'm just looking at the speedo down in the bottom right. I think I'm actually about as fast, if not slightly faster, by wall riding. If I'm actually faster by wall riding, I'm so done. I am so done. I've just spent an hour or so working on my setup, trying to adjust the car and getting absolute shit thrown in my face repeatedly. Shit infested with AIDS-infected needles. And now I'm just like, right, fuck it, I'm going to wall ride, which is the tactic that 8-year-olds used on Gran Turismo 2. And it's actually, I'm catching the field. I am actually catching the field. I don't think they're rubber banding either. That's the worst bit. I'm not sure if they're rubber banding. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's 12 laps to go. I could legitimately make up some positions by... How stupid is this? It has come to this, folks. It has come to this. Wrecking cars and wall riding does better than actually trying to race people and race this game properly. Well, that's not fair. Career mode properly. And that's my thing with this. Like, it's got to the point now with career mode where I'm approaching each episode with the same kind of anticipation that I did for career mode episodes for NASCAR 15. Now, NASCAR 15 was an absolute dumpster fire full of AIDS-infected needles. That game was straight up horse shit from top to bottom. One of the worst games I've ever played. You know that. I don't need to go back there again. I was trying to play that game, so I was like, well, it's the NASCAR game, so I'm going to try and play it and try and have fun with it, and I just couldn't. I absolutely couldn't. It was either that or I was just going to throw myself out of a window in sheer rage, followed by my controller. So, I'm actually passing cars now. I can't. I'm legitimately passing people by wall riding. How busted is this career mode? Oh, dearie me.
All clear.
But yeah, NASCAR 15 I gave up on. Because that game was shit top to bottom. Michael McDowell's trying to deny me the wall ride.
All clear.
Tough shit, soldier. You ain't stopping me. It's wall ride or bust. Thank you, safer barrier. For basically enabling me to hack this track. Oh, it's Ryan Ellis. He's looking for payback for Kentucky.
You're all clear.
But he lets us go. He's actually been quite patient. Maybe he's just seen my psycho killer spree so far in this race. And just like, he's just like, you know what? That guy's a psychopath. I'm just going to let him do his thing. He apparently thinks it's faster to go smashing into the wall repeatedly than actually try and drive the track. You know what, mate? It is. In this car, it fucking well is. Wall ride city, bitch. We have actually made up 5 positions by wall riding. And I'll tell you what, I don't think we're using up anywhere near as much tyres either. We were burning up the right front tyre when we were running wrecking tight. I don't think we're using up as much, well, we're using up the entire right side of the car. Oil temperature's up at 220, but otherwise, if we overtake Brian Scott while wall riding, oh my, well, it'd be sad because I'm also coming up on one of my boys, AJ Allmendinger. Oh, Jesus. State of this race, mate. State of this career mode, mate. Like I say, I like this game a lot. I do. It's just career mode is in many small ways kind of bought. There's a lot of little issues that, depending on your patience level, you can get past. I was able to for many races, and now I kind of can't anymore. Oh, it's just sailing past AJ Allmendinger. You know what? I'm going to combine it. I'm just going to go piling into corners, dive bomb city, and then when I inevitably wash up the racetrack into the wall, I'll just wall ride. Genius strategy. This is absolute genius right here. Yeah, you never... Oh, God. You never saw this racing line in Jeff Gordon's racing school on Gran Turismo 5. Hi, I'm Jeff Gordon. You know the fastest way around an oval? Flat out, mash straight into the wall. There you go. It's literally not even turning left. Because you can just sit there with my hands off the wheel. I'm just trying to wreck Brian Scott now, just to try and... Oh, God. Sorry, Landon. Sorry, Dylan Godin. I'm going to try and not wreck your boy. In fact, I'm this bored at this point. I just want to end it. No. Oh, he survives. He has the mystical middle corner. I have no grip, so you can touch me and spin. And then in a straight line, I have all the grip in the world.
All clear.
So you can... Oh, I'm slideways again. And wall riding. In fact, I've just made a pass by sliding into turn 1, slamming off the wall and keeping going. There's apparently a wreck in turn 1. I don't know if he's talking about me. Because now wall riding's gone horribly wrong. And I'm now off on the road course. I don't even know where I'm going. I might start turning laps of the road course in a minute, to be honest with you. Luckily, we only have 6 laps of this absolute shite fest to go. Goodness me. So I think this video has demonstrated my many niggling issues that are building up a career mode. And it's making me kind of want to stop career mode for now. Or at least put it on a hiatus. Like, the combination of 9 times out of 10 the car will be absolute dog shit. 9 times out of 10 it'll be impossible to fix that dog shit handling car. Oh! Second attempt at wrecking that castle, but he survives. That guy is something special. I'll tell you what. What about Brian Scott? Can he survive? Oh, no, I don't want to wreck him into my boy. So in fact I'm going to do the David Land line.
All clear.
Through pit entry. And I've passed both of them.
All clear.
Because basically there's one thing we've learned in this video. The conventional lines around New Hampshire don't mean shit. You're trying to do the conventional line around here, brake, you know, turn in, middle, lower part of the track, lower, deep in the corner, get shit on with AIDS-infected needles. However, do you want a wall ride? Do you want to run on the apron in pit entry? Yeah, easy way to the front. Well, it's not an easy way to the front, but still. So, in conclusion, we have shite handling cars. Thanks, car, for getting wrecking loose just at that point to prove the point. So, shit handling cars. Really difficult to adjust them to make them less shit. Races that end up dragging on as a result. Completely just brain dead caution detection. And there was something, rubber banding. Yeah, rubber banding. Oh, the weird AI issue. Look at this. Oh, goodness me, we nearly wrecked into Tony Stewart because I actually got a good run out of the corner. Again, by being on the apron. Yeah, the practice issue is weird where you just get relentlessly run over for no reason. Kind of like, oh, no. Oh, I've lost it. No, I haven't. Nah, it was just for YouTube, to be honest with you. I'm now just crowd-pleasing to try and bring the crowd back. They now hate me for wrecking half the field. Just going on a sort of mini destruction derby. Well, actually quite a big destruction derby. I thought I was playing Wreckfest for quite a while. Oh, God. Cars are sliding all over the place. I'm just going to go and wall ride again. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm now concussed multiple times because I've just spent the last 20 laps whacking into the wall. I'm just like punch drunk right now. Like, ow. I now need to go and see the same doctor that said that Daniel Bryan should retire. I should probably retire from stock car racing for the same reasons. I want to give myself an aneurysm. Oh no. Hey, it's Regan Smith. So we try and wreck him again. Well, he may as well. One final concussion with feeling. Ow. Actually, the safer barrier is doing its job because I'm not dead. Deary me. I'm going to have some tea while I'm wall riding. Regan Smith's still there. We're trying to wreck him here. Can we beat him back to the line for 28th? A thrilling finish to this race. I'm just dive bombs down Trevor Bayne. I'm slideways as well. And I'm still going to beat both of them off the corner. Eat shit. Eat shit, Trevor Bayne and Regan Smith. I just beat you by wrecking.
We'll get him next time.
Yeah. Do you remember the Texas race earlier from this season? I think this race just beat it for the most retarded race of the entire season. Oh my goodness. So, at least the commentary was fun. I've had more fun doing the commentary than I did actually driving the race, but man, yeah, this race has kind of soured me on career mode for this game, and I'll explain why a little bit more the other side of the results screen. So let's have a look at the final result, shall we? Of this absolute dirt fest of a race. Well, Kyle Busch stayed out in front. He also avoided me when I was protesting and, like, trying to deliberately cause a wreck with the leaders. He wins. Dale Earnhardt Jr. second, Jimmy Johnson third, Newman fourth, Paul Menard fifth. He had a pretty good showing today. That was not bad. Almirola up in ninth, even though I think I ploughed the fuck out of him at one point. To be fair, that's most of that top 10. I was like, hang on, didn't I plough you? Regan Smith finished 16th. No, not Regan Smith. David Regan. Regan, same sort of thing. David Reagan finished 16th. I'm actually proud of him. I wrecked the fuck out of him twice for no reason in this race. Kind of like Ryan Ellis all over again. Oh, goodness me. Same with X-Matty D. Done the same thing there. And Eric Jones. And a lot of people. But we did beat Trevor Bayne and Regan Smith by wrecking off of 4. So, we did a good thing out of the fire and the flames. And we did finish better than all these losers. Ha, look at them, what pricks. Look at Greg Biffle. How wank was he? He got beaten by us on Today of All Days. Really? I mean, I ask you. I'm just having a few sips of tea. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm just having a few sips of tea because I now want to make the serious point of this video. There is a serious point to all this wrecking and derpage and wall riding and AIDS-infected needle metaphors. The point is, I kind of want to put a pause on this career mode. Now, don't panic. I have a solution to this. It's a solution that you've probably already seen most people in the NASCAR community on YouTube already do. So it's not very novel. I'm talking, of course, about doing championship season because, like I say, the problem is, I mean, I don't know if caution detection's any worse or better in single player, like non-career mode, but at least the AI, you can turn off rubber banding, one big issue in career mode, and the cars also handle in a more neutral way. Like, even if you're in a poor team car, it still handles alright. The setups are much more comfortable, and the cars are just fun to drive because the chassis isn't pure just Ebola. Like, the entire chassis is made of Ebola viruses linked together. So at this point in time, like I said earlier, like, doing each career mode race at the moment is kind of like being back in NASCAR 15. Which is the last thing I want for this series, guys. Like, I really don't want... I don't want to hate, like... I'd still probably be saying this if I had, like, 100,000 subscribers and was getting paid to do this by YouTube. But I'm not. Like, this series has been really good for my channel, and I thank everyone who's come along for the ride since, you know, I've started playing this game. That's why I don't want to stop playing the game altogether. And what's weird to me is that there is a mode in this game where a lot of those problems go away. So that's why I'm considering doing championship season instead for a little bit, and then maybe coming back to this. Like, I'm not just going to stop it altogether. I'm open to bring it back. I mean, this probably doesn't help either. The next race is Indianapolis. We know that's going to be exactly like Pocono, an absolute shit show. And then Pocono itself is next. And then Watkins Glen, maybe we'll be alright. It's a road course. And then Bristol, where the car was wrecking loose and a bit shit, even though the track was fun. Then Michigan again. So, like, it's literally like one decent track followed by like 2 or 3 tracks that I just know will be garbage at. So, really, at this point, it comes down to the fact of the matter is this, folks. I'm not enjoying career mode at the moment. And I'm not being paid. I'm not sure you could pay me enough to keep playing a game that I'm not enjoying. That's why I snapped the disc in half of NASCAR 15, gave up after 5 races. I've made it 19 races in, so give me credit for that. But most of the time, this game is pretty good. But at the moment, there's a lot of niggling issues rising up with career mode that's just kind of breaking the deal for me. They are becoming deal breakers now, and I'm not looking forward to it. Like, I have a lot to do in my days anyway. I'm very busy at this point in time. I've got so much shit going on, both in work and, you know, outside of YouTube and in YouTube. So when I have the hour or 2 spare to go, right, I'm going to record some gameplay now. I don't want to sit there and go, oh shit, I need to do a new career mode episode. Oh god, why? Like I say, that's why I started doing Project Cars. You know, just to do something different. My summer cars might be on a little bit of hiatus too, because my computer just can't deal with games at the moment. I don't know why. And there's a lot of different updates and stuff going on, so that'll be back soon, hopefully, because I'm still enjoying that game to a degree. But comment down below, guys. Are you cool with me switching over to doing championship season for a bit? If I do, I'll let you guys choose the driver. I know you're going to make me drive as someone like Brian Scott or something like that, because haha, lel. Like when I did a vote to maybe do a World Touring Car Championship Series in Race Room Racing Experience, you motherfuckers all voted for Lada. Rather than the good cars like Citroen or Chevrolet. You maybe drive a Lada. So I know you'll probably make me do some comedy driver. That's fine, I don't mind that. I just get the feeling that I'll at least have some fun, and then hopefully, while I'm playing championship season, career mode, maybe I'll learn more about setups and be able to work more with the career mode cars, or you know what, they'll patch in some of the fixes to some of these problems. Either way, I'm feeling a hiatus from career mode. Let me know down below if you're cool with me to jump over to championship season. I'll hopefully start that probably next week, maybe even this week. Next video up will be video number 100 on the channel, something pretty special for you. In the meantime, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time out on Bomber Sports Plays. Thank you very much.